let's build our silks endurance and fluidity with these beginner shapes. Hi, Aerialists! I haven't practiced silks for 2 months and I can feel a difference in my grip. So I'm like really happy that we're going slowly, and I'm also really happy that this is a beginner-friendly routine.
Yes, but although it's beginner, it's still like upper beginner because we're doing beginner shapes, but like Taylor said or pointed out to me that all combined together, it's quite taxing on your grip. You do really have to have the muscle endurance to be able to finish it, and it's quite short, but you are pulling a lot and holding your body weight a lot with your grip. So be ready and be prepared for that, and if you have grip available, make sure to use it.
The good thing is that there are like some little resting poses, so you can adjust the cadence, I guess, based on like where you are in your journey. And like if you are able to do things like super fast and flowy, great. If you need to take a break in between, that's fine. Before we start, let's do a quick safety check. Let's start by checking your equipment, make sure everything is okay with your rigging and stuff. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. And if you are new to silks, like I mentioned, this is kind of taxing on your grip. Grip enforcement like resin would definitely help with this. So if you have that, don't be shy to use that. And then make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, we'll leave them in the playlist for you right up here. So if you haven't done that, go do that first and then come back to this video to try it with us. We should also point out that you need to warm up your back a little. Did you feel like you need to warm up your back?
I didn't, but my back flexibility has improved a lot. So.
Okay. We're doing a few back bends in this routine, so make sure that you warm up your back pretty well before trying this, and also your shoulders, because we're coming down and we're kind of rotating our shoulders a little bit. And then also make sure that you warm up your split. We do a split in this at the end, just for the aesthetics. And then make sure that you're wearing the right clothing for this. Just wear something that you're comfortable with. I think you'd be fine with anything because we're not really wrapping our legs and pulling our legs too much. Wear activewear that you're comfortable wearing for the routine. And then make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air and your cheerleader. And if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Yes. And as always, you cannot find the music for this routine synced up to this video. This is the tutorial video where we break down everything for you and give you the tips and the tricks that we use when we were learning it, so that you have them available when you give it a try at home and you don't have to be figuring out those things. However, we did leave you a short that is synced up to the music right up here. This one is shorter than a minute, so it's just one short. And we also always welcome you to come back to the channel on Friday when we release a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the routine, so that you can see what it looks like when two people do the routine and how it might differ based on our heights or our bodies or flexibilities. And also how long we haven't trained silks. You'll see how it makes a little bit of a difference as you're getting back into something that you haven't done for a while.
Notice like today when I first started, I was like everything just felt so foreign to me. But like as you do it more and more, you just kind of like comes back to you. So you'll notice like throughout this practice today, by doing it again and again, you'll probably get your fluidity and things change. So
and this routine is really slow and it goes really well with the music, but because it's slow, this is why it's also taxing on your grip, because you have to hold the positions for a bit longer than normal. So then it really does affect your grip, but it's also easier poses, like we said, that you probably have learned before, and the music really does, well, at least me, help me to feel relaxed when I'm doing it. How do you feel when you're doing it?
In the end, yes. In the beginning, I'm just like, why is this music so slow? I need to get to the next part. And then I watch my video, I'm like, I need to go slower. Because, the music is really slow, and I'm just like, because I want to like not hold the poses for long. But as you get used to it, I guess you see where you can move faster and where you can move slower, so that you can kind of make up for both of them.
And also where you can add some pretty extensions to help you with, just because we're not really doing a lot of things, so it's a lot about just how you're moving to the music and moving your body and stuff like that. It's a lot about the intention you have behind how you're moving. So it's a great routine for you to, like we said, practice your fluidity. And like I said, you can come back to the channel on Friday, watch both of us do it, and also share your videos with us, because we do love to see when you give our routines a try. We will also leave you a link to the song that we use along with the timing which we get started down in the description below, so you know exactly what song we're using, what version of the song we're using. This is the soft version, yeah? The soft version.
Soft. I wonder what the hard version is like.
Yeah.
Man goes, so I think the hard version must be really, really hard. She has a specific type of voice she likes. The minute I heard her play this song, I knew she was gonna use it, because the man goes, anything like that. If you listen, you'll notice that a lot of the songs we use have the and that is because Karina found that song.
yeah. Taylor pointed that, and now I realize, yeah, it's true. But I'm obsessed with this song, so I also like that it's a little dirty. So. That's another thing.
We've covered everything.
Let's get started. Okay, now that we're getting started with one leg in footlocks, and we both start with our right leg in figure 8 footlocks. So Taylor is going to go ahead and put on her figure 8 footlocks. She's going to make sure that her footlocks are about knee height away from the ground. So if you look at it compared to the next leg, it's a little bit under her knee. So this is how, because you don't want it too low to the ground, but it also all depends on how much space you have on top. Okay, now you're going to hold high on separated fabric, extend the leg that is in footlock, and hold your weight in your arms as you wave your body up and bring that free leg up. And here, once you get up, you extend that free leg and slide your hand out and push out the free fabric to do this first pose. Then you're going to release your right hand and reach for that fabric and hold lower than the left hand and roll towards the pinky toe of your free leg. As you get here, you're going to release your left hand and bring the fabric against your back, so you extend your legs and reach your left hand for the left foot, and you extend the right hand out to hold this second pose here. So please pay attention to the placement of the hands as you do the roll to come here. Now you're going to release your legs, hold the free pose with both hands, and you're just going to roll back out so that your body is facing. So you see Taylor holds that pole to help her get some stability as she comes with the silks facing her. Now you're going to wrap that left leg and hold the silks around your knee and pull it to your hips, and then put on your footlocks so that they are even. And now you're going to think about doing a split, but instead of doing a split, Taylor says we do an A, and you're going to hold high on corresponding poles, and with your split, you have your right leg in front and your left leg behind. This allows the left pole to come by the inside of your butt. The silk comes by your butt when you do this A, so that you can simply bring that left leg over the right pole and cross it at the knee to hold this Barbie on the beach pose here. Now, when you're here, you do some extensions, wait, and then you're going to bring your free hand up and make sure your thumb is pointing to the ceiling as you hold the pole behind you. So you will feel like your elbow is pointing out in front of you. Then you take the hand that is on the front silks and hold it up, hold above, and again, make sure that your thumb is facing towards the ceiling. As you hold here, you're going to think about turning your body towards the leg that is crossed in front, towards the pinky toe of that leg, and going around. Okay, so we're going to stop here. We'll come back to continue. This is very good. So we are going to explain how your hands are supposed to be holding onto the poles when you do this to make it less awkward and it won't twist your wrists. So we'll explain it on the floor first, because this position to hold for a long time does take a lot of strength. So we'll explain on the floor so that you can see it and fully understand what you need to do before you go into the air. We know that in aerial, sometimes even though you fully understand, you get up there and you forget, but that's okay. This also helps to give Taylor like a little break so that she won't have to hold her entire body weight in the air as I'm explaining this and talking really, really slow. Okay, so hold here with your right hand, yeah. And we said your thumb is up, so here you see her thumb is towards the ceiling. And now when you're doing the next one, you'll have the left pole free And I want you to think about looking up to see that left pole. And then you're going to bring up your left hand and think about bringing it on the inside of the pole. So you don't go outside. You also don't leave your hand under the pole. So you don't want the back of your hand to be against the pole in your natural way of how you move your arms. Instead, you want to think about bringing it behind the pole and making sure your thumb is facing up as you do this next transition here. Yes, so once you do this transition, then you're going to think about arching your back, but you're also going to think about pulling the poles a bit because they will be crossed in the back. Here, when, like, for instance, if you have a very bendy back, you can straighten your legs. If you don't, you're like me, you can think about bending your knees, and this will help to give you the illusion of a bendier back without having to work as hard. Okay, so let's try this in the air now. Now you're in your Barbie on the beach, again, holding on to the silks with both your thumbs up. So the silks behind you with both hands and your thumbs are up and turning out towards the pinky toe of that free leg. Now releasing your left hand and reaching for that pole, again, between the pole and over the pole. Here you will extend, arch your back, and like we said, you can extend your knees, bend your knees, it's up to you depending on your flexibility. So when you're in that arch, bend that left leg and bring it behind the right pole as you turn your body and extend into a split. Where are your hands? Yes, into a split. So you pull that pole so that you can extend into a split. You'll have a cross in your hands here. And then you're going to bend that front leg just to hold a different shape here for a bit before you reach that front hand to the back pole. Bring your body behind the pole, extend the front leg, and bend that back leg and turn your body once and a half to come out and come back into your regular footlocks. And then you just release your footlocks, and that's the end of the routine.
So much fun.
Thank you so much for watching this video with us. If you enjoyed this video and you want to continue training with more beginner friendly poses, we will leave you a beautiful routine on screen that's very powerful. Yes, it's very powerful, and it's also a lot less strength intensive, and we do a lot of pretty shapes from a footlock as well. So we'll leave the dance video on top and the tutorial video at the bottom so you can give this one a try.
Until next time, bye!